Good day, everyone. How are you today? I wish you are happy because I am happy to see you. And today I would like to discuss about graphic literature. And special for today, I also would like to peel off everything about graphic literature and also discuss as details for my middle test paper entitled Exploring Cultural Identity in American Born Chinese Graphic Novels by Gene Luen Yang. So before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Sahrul and I am an English literature student. Let's begin. And here's the table of content that I would like to present to all of you. The first, I would like to talk about definition of graphic literature and then the types of graphic literature, the element of graphic literature, and also the example of literary work. And last but not least, I also would like to discuss about exploring cultural identity in American-born Chinese graphic novel by Geni Luen Yang. Let's begin. The first is the definition of graphic literature. Did you know about graphic literature? Maybe most of you doesn't know about graphic literature, but I am 100% sure that you have ever read comics or graphic novels. So, graphic literature is one of literary work that combines visual and text to illustrate or to deliver the story. Remember, the key words is visual and text to illustrate or to deliver the story. So there are 2 points in here, visual and text. That's the definition of graphic literature. And there are two types of graphic literature. The first is graphic novels, and second is comics. There are the differences of types of graphic literature. Like in the graphic novels, we can find visual storytelling, panels and gutters, dialogue and narration, artistic style, narrative complexity, and most of the graphic novels might consist 100 page above. In the other hand, comics consist of visual storytelling, panels and gutters, speech bubbles and sound effect, artistic styles, and narrative pacing. It might consist 15 page or above. And here, the elements of graphic literature. There are 6 elements of graphic literature. The first is sound effect, panels, gutters, dialogue balloons, stop balloons, and caption. And how do you define all these elements in graphic literature? So I will give you some of example in my middle test paper. And here's the example of literary works. The first is the graphic novels and then comics. In graphic novels, you may read The Pride and Prejudice. It's the greatest love story ever. And The Odyssey, Great Expectation, and many more. And also comics. This is one of interesting for everyone. No matter how age they are, they must ever experience to read comics. Especially the example of superhero like Superman, Batman, Courage, Spider-Teen, Trip for a Trader, and many more of example of literary work. And I know that you must know more example more than me because especially about comic. And also you can find the literary works for graphic literature, graphic novels, and comics. There are many more the literary works example. And now I would like to peel off my middle test paper entitled Exploring Cultural Identity in American-born Chinese graphic novel by Geni Luen Yang. First of all, I would like to give some of information about these graphic novels. This is a graphic novel that published by First Second Books in 2006. The writer written by Gene Luen Yang. And then here's the elements of graphic literature or graphic novels in this graphic novels entitled American Born Chinese. Like previously in the element section, I promise you that I will explain it further. And here's the time that I would like to explain about the element of graphic literature. The first is panels. You know, the panels is showing like the square between story. It deliver one story to another story with square or deliver with panels. And then the gutters is the space between one panels to another panels. So there is space between the one panels to another panels. It's called gutters. And then dialogue balloons. As you know, the dialogue is the conversation or the text that the writer wants to deliver the story. And balloons, it's shaped like a balloon, so it's called dialogue balloons. And it's also consists of element of graphic literature. However, it is in the graphic novels or in the comic. And then thought balloons. Thought balloon is show when the character is think of something or they are like daydreaming or something like that, and their thought and also shaped like a balloons. And the other element is caption. Captions consist of something to deliver the story, but it doesn't mean that the character is talking. It means that the caption show the all the background or the situation or the stage of the story, but it didn't show that the characters is action, if the characters action or speak or something like that. And also the sound effect. You know that sound effects is kind of situation or the kind of the writer that want to deliver you as a reader to feel the sound, like for the example like click 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 is example of sound effect. And it's also consists of elements of graphic literature. And when we discuss about my middle test paper, we discuss about Chinese American. And according to Du in 2010, Chinese American have had identity crisis for many years. And how that can be happen? Because Chinese American or American born Chinese are changed by the China's economic power in the century. And here's one of the page that show the main character, a young boy named Gene Wang, who is Chinese American, that he had to move to America and he had to face many kind of stereotypes and how the main character deal with the stereotype. And this show that the little boy or young boy named Jin Wang, he had a dream to become a transformer. And then it show that one of the other character or it is his classmate that he got received some of stereotype or the different treated less than favorably, and he talked about Chinese people, he talked about bad Chinese people. And this page show that my mama says Chinese people eat dogs. You know, he treated less than favorably than the other. He got bullied. He also got many less treatment from the other classmate because he is different from the community. Since he moved from Chinese to America, it means that he have to deal with the culture. Also, he have to deal with his classmate who is native speakers of American. Also, the native his culture in the school. And then the other pictures show that he is different than the others. This is picture is show when the old Jin Wang. It his food, a Chinese food called dim sum. You know, dim sum is actually kind of Chinese food that one of my favorite, and also I do believe that it's also your favorite, isn't it? Dim sum. But in this picture, it show that his classmate didn't show that he respect Chinese food over here. And also here's one of quotes that to summarize them all. It means that exploring identity is like solving an intriguing puzzle. The more we learn about ourselves, the more we uncover the limitless within us. Well, the summary of the story is all Jin Wang meets one of his friend from Chinese, which is from Taiwan, moved to America and also joined that school. And he joined together and he deal with all the stereotype. And also he deal with all the stereotype. That's all my presentation today. And if there is any question that you wanted to ask, please feel free to ask me at any time. Thank you. Have a great day.